So here we have a video on multiplying fractions. So the first question is quite straightforward, and in fact multiplying fractions is probably the most straightforward process because all we have to do is just multiply across. So 1 times 1 is 1 and 3 times 4 is 12. So let's do the same again with this one. 2/5 times 3/7. 2 times 3 is 6, and 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, I'm going to do this question twice because I want to show you two methods for this. Okay, same again. Let's do 2 times 3, which is 6, and let's do 5 times 4, which is 20. Now you will notice that they're both even numbers. 6 and 20 are both even. So we can simplify by dividing by 2. That gives us 3/10. I'm going to do the same question again, but I just want to show you another technique. Now, we're going to do 2 times 3 and then divide by 5 times 4. Now with multiplication, 2 times 3 is the same as 3 times 2. And separating the fractions so they look like a multiplication of fractions, we get that. But you will notice that 2/4 is equivalent to 1/2. That's because 2 and 4 are both even numbers and we can divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 gives us 1 and 4 divided by 2 gives us 2. So we can actually write this as 3/5 times 1/2. Multiplying straight across, 3 times 1 is 3 and 5 times 2 is 10, which of course is the same answer as we got before. Now we wouldn't want to go through that same process each time. Instead, we can just look to see if there are any numbers in the numerator that can divide with the denominator. In this case, we notice that both 2 and 4 are even numbers, and that means they're both divisible by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. We can now do the simple multiplication. 1 times 3 is 3, and 5 times 2 is 10. This comes to play really with large numbers, because most of us don't know our 25 or 13 times table, and we might not know what 26 times 30 is. So if we could simplify this before doing the multiplication, that would make it really straightforward. 25 is divisible by 5, goes in 5 times, and so is 30. 30 is divisible by 5, and there are 6 5s in 30. 13 and 26, if we divide 13 by 13 we get 1, if we divide 26 by 13 we get 2. Now we can multiply across. 5 times 1 is 5, and 2 times 6 is 12.